Only in some Bremuno. You only probably be a Omawari. The Moko Ghana and Brema, our no, Yanintu. And I'm saying you will places also a gazette. Any in Soria, also a gazette, and Sana, Sawari no crown, and Bremu, a dimu. Sansa Muinano, and some ever discuss it on the BKB show live on Friday, 6 p.m. And not Yannick Clement, Boku Jemfi Esquire. Ebe Ra and Bremu, then I'm Ranica, if I were a hodo. When say, only oba ejai, and now oba only bema jai. Na say also Japadia ba also a check any home seminar. You would your nanica at the phone. Your instances been so embrano Emma Hong Kong say cherry. Sadio Marina a Numa you better touch it on. So on Friday, 6 p.m. live on the BKB show on YouTube. Make a date. Na introduction coupon and this time said the Ekano a very interactive. Ubisa questions. Yeah, no, your ma call it in. Your messages. Don't miss it on Friday, 6 p.m. live on the BKB show. Hi, good evening. Yasabe the BKB show, and this time we are live. Said you can over the week. I mean, ya catch Ubia said this time you're gonna live. You say more interactive. There are topics be or said you know. Topics are also be a chanadring. And marriage is one of those things. And on chess will be a worry also be chanadring. But marriage and divorce as a general topic, idea. Phobia brabo. 7 predators, whether you are informally married or formally married. And Yenim said the previous edition, even before the last one, and you can't about marriage, you can find Kusia Tabruni, Hunsen be bringing in our buy. I check our different types. This time around, no, you come because said the mom and the Debia Mokano, and with the feedback in the back, also acted on it. And then most of the questions you are going to ask, every free woho and abba. And your best someone so say, the numbers in better screen, so numbers, jumano. This time, you be WhatsApp call into our man on your bit afraid, or if you so say Ghana ha, say baby, I will be out with me afraid. You'll be so awesome. Different types of marriages you're dealing with it. And I know, say, our baby so go through the face of divorce. There are some of them in go through the face of divorce, but the num kwaso. Go through that phase. I break it down. Said the last time lawyer can beyond reconciliation. But anybody Japadia channel who says empty Ubiam to be in him because of a keeping a Japadia. Sunday morning in your ma, you better discuss it. But the discussion will be very, you have a lot of time. Saturday I'm on bebem because don't want to be jamaso. Your man for more problems. Be now a friend now near share. But mestre for Newman Kakaka Krebinti. So fre now be so share or story. You better tears here, some person be bolding. And now baby I'll free. Ebi baby I'll free crowd with him yaka. But oh yes, some person be bolding. I better say. Every crowd better bolding, no bolding for free. And you better say. As long as you na benya kwan, etimi learning something from this whole episode. And until you net here. Now again, yani enya. Emrenim lawyer. Ya bof se mamen ka lawyer bim nti mamen zanko machi men ka lawyer bim ya ne Clement Oboku Jemfi Esquire don't know friend the Kwampoku CID ono ne na etwe nkomo the last time we cheche ne mo bibim nenso ye be sua de nya akwaba we just say bibia boko de
Nyankopon adaroma
ye de nyame ase menim say the last time wow nuanu bibiri kwa frefro bon go kakra che say na net after o cheche mu. There are a lot of people who have numbers. Say, some friend normal, economic problems. Cratcho.
Kofi, ma menchia na menchia production team na menchia ahwefo so a ehwe
yeah
Kofi ma menka say I hear interviews on several platforms in my capacity as a lawyer but interview am my quite chiri pa ma me mileage as we speak
that's it
yeah the BKB show
that's
o say na interview na me mpaye say wa woni
o twetwe mo ho
am twetwe me ho anti asamba kwa wo kai a emma me yes me ye wo ka jem so original wo de pe na fo lawyer ba ko na o meye maye ti me tell sam na say me nua no na me za ko pe lawyer bia me na be ye dia ma me amenye ene say me ba be ye ya boni be ka say reluctantly na me ba be ye ya course there from different courtesies from Parliament House from to
Parliament for Nyafro.
Oh yes peace me brave from me Minister Bakubi. Oh, I mean, we see you. You know, that alone should tell you, say, topic na you discuss, you know.
I'm for
Omutie, yeah. Nipa be brave. I've even lost count. Or share na bit me share na on TBBS, including my own colleague lawyers.
Okay.
Bit me was senior. They me cry na we the my uncle so, but watch your mama many so that's fine. And it's all good. Share program. And it's a reviews by any questions we are forced to come and sit this evening and discuss another topic, which is divorce. Because that will be a can't China basa misre.
And only the anokradi, mama for your mom for so kakai. A home secret, so you bet chama japadimu and sadi in Yinano. Yɛnhwɛ divorce aware kwan bɛn na mmerɛmu no fa so gyae no yɛnhwɛ aware ahodoɔ no ɛne sɛdeɛ gyae aware no through amammerɛ kwan so sɛ ammerɛ kwan so sɛdeɛ no
okay Kofi ma me fan free the last topic na discuss here no said ahwɛfoɔ ɛne wa ankasa wobɛkae a the last time no me kyerɛ aware ahodoɔ mmiɛnsa yɛ recognize wɔ yɛ man mu i.e. the Mohammedan marriage, the customary marriage, and then the marriage under the ordinance, which is the Christian marriage. Now, Mohammedan marriage, and I say the Islamic marriage, any customary marriage, there was similarities. May come a team for near say the only similarity between the customary marriage and the Mohammedan marriage, a cap on the number of women you can marry or take for yourself. Mohammedan marriage, you do a bit me a fa do abro so 9-4. But for customary marriage, you to me for as many as you can conveniently and manage. And what you bet to me, but so we bet me 100 crown. And see, the tree Musa. What worry you know? It may fa the Mohammedan marriage and the customary marriage, kwa befa so a ube divorce. Last time we me ko mu kakra. Ye were tribes, say customs, it differ from one tribe to the other. Now last time I say o tribe is say Kasina Nankana for omu ko chane say bema o ware oba under their customs. Kwan a obetimi afa so de agya wo yire ene se wo yire na kobokro no.
Na wache no
kyese woni tua fili kadochi na wache ne se obokro no ene de udi gina so e de kojai aware oba the akan setting na customs no se wo yire e ye baifo a utimi gina so di gya na ware
okay
se ebia ukunu edo benada
aza ne huni ho
a
utimi mo adwuma
utimi gina so di gya na ware ebia na ukunu ho ho nemum na se bibi nti oba no so entumi mfa yefono
okay
anu so utimi gina so e di gya ware
okay
Kofi se oba no kobo adwaman a customary law yenti ne yo se oba no kobo adwaman a de tia me ka se emra ne ka se oba no kobo adwaman a utimi gina so gina na ware se customary law no bema mo adwaman.
Okay.
If we say bema timi ware ma dodo a
ope.
Me gidi say ntiase aye.
And the which
Nemo oba no ntimi ware emro baako. Enti say wo oba no kokobo adwaman na ukunu no kyewa. Otumi gina so edi gya ore.
Okay.
Covid enti am ka say otumi gina so nemo me nka say utumi gya ne say there has been instances bibia esi anka timidi a ware go ba na nipa na anka efa no ho na ayi nani sanya hwe ti se de me kan se oba ko ba adwaman
be man ko tim de chen
be man ka so me do me yere la chano no agye wo aye frɛ obagye wo be man no yere bo adwaman ni ska
okay
obagye ska kase pa de ato no se ne yere ene na wabu na ko ba adwaman no agye ska and no there it cuts across almost all the customs, all the tribes.
Okay.
It's over Juska, Babia, so on the yere aquacoda, over Juska.
Okay.
And no qua on his own noon to me, Jawa, and name a ut to meet the Ginaso, Jawa, under customary loan.
Okay.
Now, if Babiana and Sem no one, baby, ink no one. Nina Kujina marriage under the ordinance, Cab 127. Koye aware kujina ko kafo better for worse
ko se bo
aha
dodo anim say ye me
nya dance for ma wo
me can rose
aha
ifa obaba we say me hokani
yes
say owuo mo
yes
enkromo
yes
me no and until death do us part na ni onya ko kadia
govi eya na ba ko bi kura wo ma o say forsaking all others
and forsaking all others
yes teacher say wo no e wa say o ware ba ko pe
okay
to ba na ware ba ko be ma no so ware ba ko untumi ware bi nka ho untumi nkofa side chick ba no so untumi nkofa side cock emfa nka ho na mo mfa ntena enti say oba marriage under cap 127 now which is the ordinance na bruni dia na say Christian marriage na kovi emrane say ye wo enyoman nsia ana boni nsia se ba kokura si wa aware no ma utumi gina so di gya aware na nsia na ba kokura si a ye wo de toso nso a no ne ye judge ne dia
okay
judge na won ka aware no hu
no so one dia
the seventh one ye ne dia
okay
makobo mu nkura ya bibia na wo sa judge ne hwɛ say the makanyina na emiti the seventh sin and the seventh element
also the
onu di just go aware no which is whether the marriage has broken down beyond reconciliation
as aware na gu yesiesia
enye judge ne behwe because e bi wo ha na u say ayabufuo bi na ba ye na we meja no me ware bio ti ekwa busuafo timi bam na ware no o magai o manyai no masa aka bom obi kura na yiri kogu aware ko fi mesi miminim obi ne yire o mukoja aware a ekwa ba iwie na oba na sanyem one be ma na o su koja na ne
be ma na o koja aware no
na o san ne nyem enti judge ne be hwe say musoma mo kan nyina no has the marriage broken down beyond reconciliation ye kabo menye ya na because it is in the interest of the court say yengu aware
okay
yengu aware now boni nsia no ana say 6 cents no baako ni me bobo no baako
okay
dedi kan eye adultery Jamambo
yes I know ye mbramu die
ordinance dey be ma boy jaman oba boy jaman na ko fidie hu to diet mi ba court we mi yira ko boy jaman mi kura ko boy jaman ti mi jano ko fi mrane say eji se o proof say ukunu ana o yire no oni the opposite sex akwa have sexual intercourse
okay
se o makọ
agobumfumba
yes
makoda makobo
match tsara mrani kan enti bia okotete ukunu ewo ayi semanhia ha na unso ukunu ne
ababa
bi na obi a omu pie free hotel a enche so ukunu akobo adwaman ebia no mkoye meeting ukotete oyire na oyire ene bema bi epia free hotel a eno nche se oyire na kobo adwaman
okay
umfa wani hui mrane say say what prove say there's been sexual intercourse
and I say bia no nya ebia text message bi omudi nkomo say enu aye ko die no
and no cry is not enough
okay
even though evidence how to gather evidence to me the circumstantial eyin nyina bi ka ho any ade
okay
and to me the who say based on that no me su say e bia me yira kwa kobo adwaman de ana edi mu kese pa Kofi eye say akobo adwaman no anya mu receipt ni ye say akora bam nti bia be ma na kobo adwaman akowo won chen na later ye hwe akora ni age anytime am worry ya na che say mo worry ye num no in between num ana kobo
adwaman
nti am ma be kowo won chen a omo mfa mafi no
okay
but oyire so tumi ka say nya hwe mi kunu no akowo won chen magye ahwe no
bi kwa agin kra na hwe
na say de menye kra mi mfa nyina so nya aware nti na meka no say e depended the partner na e affect no so no ka say oh enu nti magina so agya aware dia Kofi obejai nemo tumi ka say me dia chew saa nso na oba nso tumi kokobo adwaman a na say oba no konyinsen na afa be wie o koye DNA bia upe moja kwa no oba moja mfa ana koye DNA se bia no oba koye bia mutu kwan mostly control na ya na say this ansem ne
yeah and the tidy papa
yes wo
na nonsense so dia baba ko ye helicopter
then the nipa do say ne benya helicopter
okay
ti ade de eti enu ba na say se koye DNA na amfa enu de na say oba no nye mene wo ene nyinsan ye de so wafa mechi enu so otumi di gina so ejai aware
okay
Kofi minimo obi a wahwe akwara bi 8 years obefa akwara na kwa buchiri US oba ekoye DNA akwara no nyane ba o ka kire lady no se makoye ye ba no DNA na me de ne kwa buchiri se nyame ba lady ne esuru so no kon ado gumanima say o de okanya no kura person ya ba akoye lady na busuafo nso ekokoye me kai say omokoye the second one no baby okoye first one no okoka kire o say o more the name say wrong because akrai oseme na me yire me oba na nam ne tse no omso mokwa akoye ofro asema omomu ye die ne kan ne say yeah me person about company ni din because they are not paying anything on the show yeah hi opa fako heaven still be prove negative.
Be prove the buy no. No one be.
Yes, Kofi 2 weeks time. No, 21 days time. Omukoye fufra esa prove negative. Na se wa hwe obi moja 8 years.
Wow. Bi moja no kra hwe no ken hana hard drink se te say knowing so the love you've given to the child knowing that and it's hard and then it brings up a whole new, discussion altogether. A hard drink. It's a new deal between Janaso.
Yeah.
Eddie Jawari.
Yeah.
No.
A Jama Mono. The Branaka Baconson say. Bia a bra mo worry numno. Motia worry numno. Now knuko boy Jamai. Na say me kuna ko boy Jamai and Amira ko boy Jamai. Now within 6 months. One fa a divorce petitioner ma amfa me gwa ware na otena ho ama ne buru 6 months a wo de ba you court ni nyina so mfa ngwa ware no
okay
minim so what they make can say
na say ka even say me example say bia bombom na bia oni bia
ne gana ochi
ama bruni na bia omumienu no ama bruni so ache bombom say obo ofanachi na otena hwa busumi nsiaba busumi nson wotwe afi no dia afi what bibia kan
afi no to na bibia kan
no say
no dia
court say me wari bi no sa no court no
be bogo be pamo ko say no basis be pamo because emra say at the point wo be hu ana wani be ba ho say be me na ko bo adwaman no was say within 6 months ultimate deba no was what na home 6 months twam dia nature say and how you are convinced you are comfortable living with your adulterous wife or husband. You know what you say?
Just say running be who say oh you okay.
Oh you okay. It hasn't broken beyond the conversation. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Mr. Momo bi nkoka say oh enya me ne makowo wo akire akra na di 16 years into 6 months upon ho dey be me say. Ebra wo yire nani beba ho.
Yes.
At the time now yire beba nti say akra na di 20 years kra ne. Na afi na wo yire hu say wa fa akire akowo a 20 years ni na ahegu obe calculate from a nena wo hunu within 6 months obetim da kokota kogu aware.
Okay.
Akujao. Sana mra no. Okay. Eka.
Well, you mean say a lot of questions about on this, and thanks to everyone who's joined us on YouTube. Mesra say, Obetimia, you share the link. We they share the link now. Obinsun Timi Shebi, because said the Okano, Mranimu said the Mranikan, because when you said there are a lot of people are on my worry some no, of course, we Timi from betu fidi suni bibia. But the tenant said, Ubetimi Suya Bibia Frimu said the church, the different levels and the different kinds of marriages. No, the customary, the ordinance, and now monogamous marriage, and then the Muhammadan marriage. Yes, I church in the same way, and ye kono say ye church our but I did back home say you can trail and most of them for Obia Sunday you grow YouTube say I say I don't know if I saw him. Say Ubetimi obi atena na ma ware na mo marriage certificate ani bibia na mum emranje aware ni ntum we 6 okay aha okay we 6
ya ba that
we 6 aha
je say ma wie adwamanbo no
adwamanbo de okay
ana ye free bibi desertion
grounds are original so ya ware ye de ka wie ba ko abi adultery yes
desertion ye say unu obite waware ukuna na woyire na wagya no ho ko onfa no ho bio enti oba no timi de kose be ma miniti onfa me ho omisa se bia medidi ai be bia meda empo minim so atedem chana se
okay me to atiba
enti no bia be ma no kura tu akotena ba bi o desert no nti desertion no nso so utimi de ko kofi desertion ye omu mienu ye wo actual desertion and ye wo de facto desertion. Actual desertion ye say physically only wo yira na wo kruti fie no wo to afri fie no so o ma fie bio nyando hu afi hu ni fie ho bio but the de facto one na ehu one na yira na one ni kunu te dem nti fie ba kum enso desert no na adwenem no desert no
no sa no
on kasa oba no ho oni oba na aduane oba na kasa no oditi na jeso oba na busa na bibia o mfi no asa ohu oba no kana de hu ye na hi
okay
enti ano no ye de facto desertion nipa bebre ti aware mu asa na ekoso
okay
ti afi be ba ni pia oba fie 3 o'clock ba no abeda no I forget not in the baby osara no pa oba no aduane kro mfi Omusa say, baby, how are you? And
okay.
Can I hug you? I mean, give me a kiss. Be I will call Juma at least obejina car home. Goodbye. Have a nice day. Have a lovely day. Koba, baby, how was your day? I mean, you know, Kebi. I say they don't see eye to eye. And that is de facto desertion. No, onu need to fear on tunkoi, but omanani.
Okay.
Into desertion so Edian no bano and abema need to meet the so at the court Emma.
Okay. And your desertion. Because manya a number of I go to man Santa Cramenu. Thanks for Odiano having gate. Vida such a vida. We can't say. Mama so the diaba. Questions neighbor into young
Kofi say oh worry obi. And I'm worry. Na within say nipa ba ko to free oho ekotena ba bia 2 years abra won tene nka I can say failure to live together as husband and wife for 2 years continuous. Bako 2 years ne de court ne say you 2 years pa obetim the petition aba na mo petition na wo say mo mienu no oba ne bema no mo gitum say ye pese eja aware de aye ne ntimi ntina aware ne kura tio say 2 years there wo say mo mienu mo te ase eno ye third one. Fourth one they say failure to live together as husband and wife for 5 years. 5 years ne de any 2 years no difference a woman say ba ko timi de court abra on permission free obia ho consent free obia ho 2 years ne de so mumienu mugitum say
o so mumienu agitum say 2 years yenkoni ngugu aware.
Yes,
okay,
but 5 years de unu obi ata 5 years undwam onya ne hwe wait ha ba ko de ha no bia timi de court o hia o permission or consent or the
exceptions in that be say bia mumienu nyina magia tum say oh e bia be ma ne kwa kontum na oye na sede o hwe nkura no
yes
ye nyina agitum say aware no o de ne ma kontum no agonti
je o ma o say video call
o kasa
twachire me na mo de so
hey la so twachire me na okay ai it's no and
the exception mo nya mo na matias
na mo ya okay
yes desertion no
okay
sorry the 2 years and 5 years
5 years
Anna I not until say I say
you can adultery
desertion 2 years 5 years
5 years and you can about the inso as all say desertion
to me bad the see our rem kase pa be unreasonable behavior unreasonable behavior and say o spouse e bia on fa buo ma bia nipam kra na otetew fa ne se waware wo yire na onamfofo abafie na mo hwe bo na o yire ba begina ho no ahwe ti kwame sore bra mi hia mpese mu di nkomo abra o onamfofo ho no
na so obu animtia disrespectful
yes a unreasonable behavior me te story bia opanyin bi ne namfofo papa na kwetena damiase to a maame na soma ne ba so onko frɛ ne papa ne sɛ owie fufu nti omra me wo akra no so koyo cause dada mama so owie fufu nti bra be wo papa ne gina so digya ne yire no cause obu na nimtia
namfo animba ne ka ti mu ekire wa
obi papa ba konso so de Kofi wa man yiri ska ne namfo aba wa man ska so onko digya no no adwane ma wo mu mini so be generate controversies papa ne ene ne namfo ne to se nkaja bombo maba ne te na eja yetwucha kakra ade atwen fufuo maame yakodi dwane bibia wie maame ni wie ana maame na ba be gina ne kuna nim se onwi adwane no aba se Kofi mesro o mame 20 cedis in franco top matches papa ni gina so di jaware da ne se papa no so no oye koko krachi papa ne so won tia se sika ode ama me yiri so franco di jwa otima kodi dwa na se otima top matches 20 pesos right
20 pesos
papa ni gina so di kojaware odi jana yiri no wow yeah it's unreasonable behavior mostly men no wo so obafie na ne yire no obono I mean o teware ho ne yebu amesere sori ho obekun no kan iti hwedem obeba na unua ba afuna chia obi se de na ayo onka o na no na abo bi be ka me obo ne kunu bo no obeba na unua boy na afuna chia ne yire bo no ti unreasonable behavior de ehu e wa aware mu ehu pa to bitumi tunso hiegu ne yire ana ne kunu so yes and that is the fifth sin. Okay. Now the sixth one, no, it's a seventh one. Them broken down beyond reconciliation. The sixth one, no, I say inability to reconcile differences.
Okay.
I say, I worry about kwa munkwa mo worry. The biya ye di mo asem. The biya ye di mo asem. Kese abusuafo atena ma worry so a Kofi o ma brempo. Diafe ye hu se ukunu yi oni amagu abonten na wo sesa ko abusua fie na ma me no mo kasa na masa ba na masa be ka bom atoa so enti eno no Ebasa bako the court. Say we are unable to reconcile our differences. Intino. You go our court in the beginning so. So these are the 6 sins. Plus the 7th one now, judge in the say whether the marriage has broken down beyond reconciliation.
Well, it's way says grounds. Nyamra questions in the but not one of the things are so customary marriages, you break it down. You break it you do no. Now I go to Mansa Unisatakra menu or say I learned disrespecting your in-laws is a grounds for divorce in some Ghanaian customs. Is this true?
That is true. And some customs it differs from one
to the other. Sabi akam for mu.
Yeah.
Say obanu emu be mani mami.
Yeah.
Ni mo bia say be mani mami be fi obanu say waka che be man say ni mami ni ho agi adwini o say.
Dabe na mami be kofu ni bi.
Da mami.
Na mami obetena fi an. One cup no be no ma no. Can you imagine?
Yes. It's no Sunday utimi gina so
elija. Na me ni your kwadu so no man na madum PZ ton e de hwe he no. Sa time no. Kofi amenya sure me abena onye. Well,
mami share story and what about the issue of some marriages are emranging tum no. Penny pa Ghana obi anim no. Na o say ne mami na ne ho mfa no de ne call hospital no neighbor. No say dey be say dem na bre wan yare no. Ontimi enhwe mane nkosa. E na o mane ba ne fie. So mo fa ne mra. Mane betena ne ho. So no abem na ni akono anopa. Ono abetu car no de ne call hospital. Ono na ko hu doctor bibia ye odna ba fie. Ansa no gya ne ho akọ adwumam. Mami atena ho na nyam ampa so obetena ho ne ho ato no. Ne ho to ni wie no. Atre mami so okọ so da bi onkoi. Tena ha. Me say mama ni ko ho by 6 months. Ansa no mama akọ. Mama so da ho na dwa be 2-3 am na yira pray ne say ka say gambudi no. Na opre no. Na mpedi from fanye. Say bi ase. No opre no, sorry. Opre no. Na me see bisa wasem. Say wo mama o ba ya che. Say so say so no what on. Nti nka ene mane nkwaya na. Ana be man say ampa. Ya kan no kwachina meka che na mnako. Ti me so be man wantimi ana. Be 5:30 am. Oba na ni tea no. Na be man apake ne nyoma nyina. Eno so na akọ so omini mama ye kọ. So ye nkọ. Enti fie no fa ye kọ. Eyi ahemfu nyina bem. Ansa na say mo solve. I mean, a situation like that, a bad grounds, a baby bit of a great jay.
Yeah.
Amamri muno.
Yes.
Lord, boy, a day in a man, I worry be I worry almost certificate. Timmy Basse and Ranjin to say I worry.
Kofi Kanye, I worry beer, or my worry, or my dreams almost certificate.
Or my dreams almost certificate. Okay.
If he says, oh, certificate, then I say, oh, worry. May ye case be. Case nipa ko nim no wi a me bo ndi akiro o London ono na etwa oba ne ticket o ye ne yira ono ne aware wo Ghana ha o ma ye ordinance a o ma twa tickets a relocate akotena London to nkotena London no oni tua abrucha abrabo wala tu wala say ya omni na mua no oba ne tu free fee to oba ne tu free fee no say oba na konya bruni foforo ti konya bruni no oba no e fa akiri e ba Ghana say obey divorce ana omo ba be ye divorce be ma ni nim ho hwe to mu ye divorce ni wie na e boa divorce certificate na oba ni nyaa no original so de ware ade aware wo abruchire ho enti bi wo ho na sometime I will to a champion I catch him so na danfo bi wo problem bi mu nti obefrɛ me nti nipa ni chechire mu kyerɛ me no nam so on Sunday divorce certificate in any court processes ni nyina no forward the mama to forward the mama na me hwɛ no na mbusa nse ana sɛ we de makogu aware na be ma ne se onkogu aware bia no nim ho hwɛ ba o hwɛ processes no so a be ma na ama Ghana na mom ekoba ekoye te se be ma no ama obi power of attorney. Se onyina mumwanu no ngu aware
no.
Timbisa se wonim nipa asomasi. No so onim no baabi a. I'm so okay. When I'm suspecting said then there's something fishy.
Okay.
So quickly I had to write to the court. Lawyers of be search.
Okay.
So you write to the court, you apply to search for that document near the amount.
The amount.
I was a court now. I'm say some kugu. Kofi, this search no call within 3 days. Search results in the buy. Just say court no cry na same bisa man anim. Ungu aware bisa no issue certificate bisa. Inti certificate ni nipa da sani na ahye dem no why
certificate.
Why divorce certificate or that come mu abrochire. Kofi so what I say.
Okay.
Ama enu no magina so de e de aware foforo because aware egu. The chair say the previous marriage ne see Ghana between Bema and Oba no that so valid because ngui nti yeguso asem no so and you beti menya certificate nipa bebre te ho a o ma ware a o bu kra set o ma dwum so ma ware a o kra certificate but o mu ware
eno no ho na me na me ntiase no
ko o dem ha o dem ha onu se beti ma ba be ware wa asensan certificate ni eko ya ware awiu but enye valid because what die we no ma asensan certificate no enye recognized enye approved enye gazetted ye wo ba bia emrama kwan say aha ya ma ha tumi utumi ware wa ha enti mi nim they say event centers abui wo akoyo wedding wa ha akoyo bi ko akoyo mu de ompoano bi koyo mu de garden wedding Kofi ubetimi akoye wedding ewo baby awie enso na wo wedding na waye ne won krata wasensan anya valid if we say baby akoye wedding enye gazetted enye approved it is wa ware a fa chire ko health certificate ni say papa enye venue no nko an enye approved a nullify wedding no Kofi die o shira ware no so no officiating minister
no
so officiating minister no so nya officiating minister why gazetted in law on to me shira ware so mo ware no nya valid
na cheso beti aware wo asori dem mpo
yes
na asori nya gazetted the minister is not gazetted
and a double answer
it's any certificate na wasa ho no and then from emre
nim no yes emre nim no
you on sorry by on sorry I gazette
yes
say Pentecost Catholic Church Presby Baptist sa sorry akese no
even in sorry abai and saying to say Daga sorry
Lighthouse Chapel
and Omukaso Boma Gazette
Royal House Chapel I mean it's CCC sorry abai akese
yes you just have to apply to gazette your church
but there's sorry be ho so we hold him so yeah wedding na me osofu bi me frame na bi hira so
eno kra de sofu no whether sofu no o ya gazette na so utimi hira wa
na se nye sofu bia na ho kwan so hira wa
bi sofu bia betimi abompaya ma ba sofu nye sofu bia na betimi aye officiating tie o hira wa so yes o bompaya ma na you from officiating minister
okay
because who ye divorce petition na obe kire baby a mokoye aware no ene officiating minister oye aware no we kire ni din
okay
enti say wo kire ni din na me wo de ba na me lawyer on the other side na me nya kwase na mu say officiating minister no onye gazette da e ho na mababo wa na gu say me client ko onware o wonu ni aware bia o
okay
wonu ni aware bia ye fe no voidable marriage what you so ye bibia pepepe na mom se bibi si ni ehun se wa anye we pepepa we set it aside we set the marriage aside there was void marriage and there was voidable marriage
difference you say
okay void marriage here aware ayen so kra bema ne bema ntimi ware oba no bentimi a void
okay
untimi ware unua if you know consanguinity untimi nware obi oyo moja like bloodline and so a void marriage
okay
ana untimi nware akwara ondru aware person and so a void marriage and no dear and no a friend of void ab initio just you treating say aware bia kransi
enko so
bi enka ba bia kono tumkra obomusuo
okay
na void ab marriage ne dear ye ka say eh aware asi na mom ya anye ne ye nti ye gu no ye da to nchen aware what I say
na say the okay dear bebre aware e wo madwen mu
yes but aban mu
anan kratam anim
debi
na me try senki binya yenua baako na wa share ne ono an experience and the current situation but sadly say on pese very kakra and I understand but wa share the issue with me so I can also share with you ne your viewers oni bema aware eno nya opportunity akwa amanone na okwa amanone no ena bibia akototo mama na menya ne nkrata iti onya nkrata no wa file se obeso obefa bema na owa ha no enti o file no ho amanone ho se waware ne marriage certificate ni bibia se oma ye checks iti okoye omo ka kire ne se omo checks kire se onware na certificate no ode aba no it is not an invalid document eni emremu ewo Ghana ama say just say or you broken nipo as what make nipo ware over 15 years ti bi na ho kan say e bia na ba bi omo ware no na en gazette na no so me do no certificate ni
say on say nipa ne manu nsiabo nipa nkasa eya boabone onim se oni hu tumi pa so be ya de obeye obi nso so nipa bebre nso so wo ha kofi omo pe shortcuts okoware a just go to the various municipal district assemblies yawo marriage registrars wo ho ukọ so mpesa me wari date say odo be go through process obe ma bands of marriage bibia after what certificate am all the old to say valid nemo so obi minimum obi wa ha ma me nko na me ne nkasa na we anya afi na obetu ho ka so when nya daage a daache obedu dokuno kwa
well the BKB show and they live now I will entreat everyone to share the link if you know joining and so subscribe to the page so they be most of the time be live and I say be online biano obetimi akachi show no ya hwe marriages and divorce and in some people about na mabusa question na mamo menim say amafon so chat on the comment section YouTube me kan bi but enche be lines no because say ne dodo na akra mo na mbeka me musa amafon start frɛ ba munya abotre kakra say be obetia frɛ no agina so na yi dia fine I would love to hear amafon experiences ni omo dilemmas omo lawyer ha na waboa am ye nyina yate ade na se na lawyer ka asem bi efa awarijai ho say adultery say having some sexual intercourse with the opposite sex not just a be ma ko to so oyire ni oba fufuro da wa
that's another gray area of the law
okay
because I say having sex with the opposite with the opposite sex I say at the time I hear na they didn't visit a point we ba ko to say oyire ni oba fufuro da ho like omo da ho mo ye dey so no bi ada bi anko so
well young Kelvin I'm wanting I'll say I have a question. Most married persons in Ghana do the customary before the white wedding.
Okay.
In this case, if the location or the officiating minister is not gazetted, does the customary hold?
Yes. So, customary ni wie na kwa ye ordinance na So utumi your ordinance ni wie sign na valid. The position of the law is you annul the customary marriage. Because you say obi won the marriage certificate on. I Ghana marriage certificate. Me chena de on court certificate no so. Na court certificate no so a baby wo ho ya kire baby omudi inka ankasa kire ya print no. Ofa first you know was a number NO dot which is a number no marriage certificate number no amount when married we are not about name and surnames.
Okay.
That's a more worry no. We are not about say full age or minor.
Okay.
In general, about so no full age, no a minor. Now the most important condition.
Condition.
Oh, condition it just say a brand now be worry no. Now we situation to say. You say no acquire customary marriage. Ubonsi most the better was say married under customary law.
Okay.
See, as at the time, and now Babe worry under ordinance, no, you were married under customary law. So now, customary law, ne dia. What happens? Ne say, Ubonso Beba say, now we a bachelor, now we a spinster. What you say?
Okay.
Aha. It is all quiet customary marriage now. Unya be ye ordinance ne pe. If you didn't go,
as much of you,
if you didn't know for so be any so, mukente bi na. Mo free acha na mo de kwatena o kwaje fans mo ye no de ya na ya so ye we Friday and Friday say be bra ye o mo de yambo kina o mo koye o kotwam is kasa ye kwa fa so bi enu so
it na chese so hwe mpa na so de obese ordinance na ya
en ha hu ko
enye fie de o de ko kokko ne sa me ko yi e mo nyina hu a
mo hu wi na ma hyehyere ma ko ya fa so bi
because mo ye customary na ade chi na mo ye we na mo twa we nim
jollof ni akukọ na mukodi yo mukodi jollof ni akukọ kwa get together man ko ye
oh any bebre unim say last week you cry me bebre o ma worry o me na for be hey like and yet bad thing though but asoma lawyer can say if you know that you want to do the monogamous marriage and a ordinance na who be hia so be go straight to the point because so you fear the any we are na de china ko ewe na efie de na anole sorry de na anole efie de no je cheze de wo ye ne day before no afei ever to be any to be and that is all that lawyer Eka enti na chese ye nyen mo no e de man ne se mo ye fie de no customary no na mo ko ye ordinance no mo ko he you nye valid.
There's a customer. You are married under
you are
customary
married
law.
under customary law.
Yes.
It's not just say no. Any
because a dance for whom what the snap call, what the sako, what 23 sa. Until you are married under customary.
I say, where Evans Betchy, I say, can a marriage held at the Metropolitan Assembly be rendered illegal?
It depends. The validity of a marriage. A bit to me about say, acquire Metropolitan Assembly, all right. But ebi ana wo kwa sensan kra no marriage registrar no nyo no sensan ehwe ma mo sensan nyo no issue certificate ma o say in that case say marriage registrar so your assembly ho a say marriage registrar ana shira ware no so sort of ana akoy wa sore dem ma officiating minister okay and this officiating minister nya gazetted invalid say okwa assembly ho me satama me DC now aba na me marriage registrar na me yan gazette me
na DC
na me yes and your papa but so nkramofo be ware dia emra ne say DC or district no on a marriage registrar for Muhammadan marriages
okay
meaning one difference no
okay.
It is a marriage registrar no no ye Christian marriages on to me nkonko ye marriage registrar Muhammadan marriages yes
Muhammadan marriage let's say it was say the DC,
the district chief executive
on
the registrar, marriage registrar,
on the
yes,
sign
yes.
for the certificate to be issued. Okay, well, the BKB show, so we are about 51 minutes into the discussion. It will shock you because said your status is here at the time, no, it's the aircon. It should tell you that something very interesting. Now,
Kwaku Labia send a message.
Yes, Kwaku Labia send a message.
Minimum control what they buy me so personally. I don't find a host.
Or say who qualifies for spousal support?
In the questions no doors.
I would have making get man. And now alimony in the case of divorce. How long is spousal support? Say if you are money or bar awari no me jai. Say Japadian said he is supporting or bar no biwa. They say alimony. Any sound man chichi muka kama. Why not qualify for it?
Say mostly your bank say spouse are there.
But say there be a man na say am man be free. So no make say be oba me ni janti. Oba no nsum me ana say oba no man bibi.
Oh alimony no. The entire ekoba say mostly yesu yesum bi ana akwakoye breach of promise to marry. Watch so be boso obe ware no. One to me and ware no ko ware bufu yesu sum no. Cause court no ntimi mfo so say ware nipa no. Ensi da. Na mo say wa ware nipa na ne nete. Na muja ware a ye hwe wa hoden equity sake. Be ma bi ana wo nsem bi. E che oba no. Nti oba no so on na bi ankora no kora kodi no amana kohwe nkora no. Nti wo no oba no so ni adwuma bi aya. Me alimony ye ntua ne kwa wo ye hwe. Ana wo me yire no na ya adwuma Bank of Ghana. 10,000 BTS come on.
We had more Bank of Ghana. I mean, so 7 period as a
consumer. Yeah.
Now, yes, I mean, some
they look at the situation by situation. To be on Crana be di Obano. Obano, no, say, on Crana be school. Bema, you hear certain. Bema, the Chian school fees. But in the case, be a Bema Crana, Juma say, Obano, a Juma ye. Court in the best of Obano into ya. You're running in a case by case. Court no be say oba no na oye adwuma papa tutu ankra school fees last time me chere say wari go kra ba apart from say ebisa ankra say ho na mo pese motena mama na dada ho no ankra no be ka say be pe mama ho ai do mbekọ na pe dada ho mbekọ no. Sometimes the courts will look at the welfare principle of the child. Say akofi na wote e kan say wote Canary Wharf London.
Oh London.
Na me mete Tuanse we yere te Canary Wharf be ma no te Tuanse aworija ya ba enti wo pa to be fair to them kwara opesen ka court ne mfa nkwara ne ma ho
e dem de mema de oti London.
Exactly. Why? Because they look at the conditions na e wo ho no e be bo akwara no a chen se odi akwara ne be kwa asante achem dwaso.
Yeah.
With no disrespect to anyone.
Yeah,
but
I understand.
That is the position.
About one crown of growth, the education, healthcare, any BBR.
Coffee. That's a crown no credit in the faster that be holidays. Yeah. But always a bema be no about so men pene masa unika pre ye jim crown ma oba na na ko hwe ma yidin.
In the same way, so be tia German member. Say the Bema na biam kasa ono so tie bia New York.
Yeah.
Olivi good job or ye bia ho. Na oba no so etik Kumasi.
Yeah.
God be tia say Bema na setena mu ho no.
Yes.
Tia ma Bema no mu nko.
Especially so when enkrani mu apija uma etimi dware. Uma etimi bia come the ko betimi akọ kekanema betimi akọ temodi.
Okay.
But akwara usa. Bia udasutu anufu ano it doesn't add up. Say court bega say akwara utu anufu ano dey never Bema. No matter where you are living.
Yeah.
And I say oba ma wo mo daughter bi akwara onu kwantimi nware ye ne ma wa kofi say untimi nware akwara no.
Yes.
Because ma mu dware wi a say omo huru ma say. How do you go and wash oba baseman? You can't do that. But when fan say ni mu apega odi 10 years 11 years no atimi ebusha wa dware dia no atimi hohoro no ho a the court will look at all these circumstances. I think I'm going to say a case by case. We didn't be more. I'm a
okay. Well, in Asama Kenya, no. I'll say, please, I want to know that if you know ordinance and customary marriage, if you do the ordinance and customary marriage the same day, which is which? I name my lawyer answer. Ata Steven, Miami answer. Per lawyer Sama Waka Church say, so when you're customary, you know. Now oye ordinance now ordinance ni twa customary nim 7 periods untimi nka say why ordinance mpo exam ko customary and so our customary no e say they would form about natas
bigamy
na say what you say timi ko fa bi nkoka ho nti se wonya customary marriage no ofie na ade che ana say day na uye wie na wonante free wa na koye ordinance no etwa customary obi busa say in the case where a man aye customary marriage to Akua now bema na koye ordinance marriage to Abena and no sa no two different women emrabaji Abena tum enye Akua tum
Abena na e de
ordinance
yes into no or say the oye and customary no e de court so wa ware me wo fie ana wa fa akira ko ware oba foforo enti o say osum no
okay
always wasting the time
okay
yeah it's be in between or no your properties be now more your properties be on so be ne share
this property thing but who say among for raising concerns power chats nimo so which properties are shared after divorce are the properties obtained before the marriage also part. I'm saying the last time I was saying.
Spousal properties. Spousal properties just say properties acquired during the subsistence of the marriage. And he said before say oh mobile wareno. Say no ba na ye yapade a enka ho. Say na be me na yapade a enka ho. Nemo mukwari wiye no na moye ajapade together jointly and the best spousal property.
Okay.
Kofitio jointly.
Okay.
Because munyina amoto won so mo ware no. Emra no ma obi a ho kwan se obi a so timi akwa ne property separately. Enti oba ne timi ko bank koji loan. Na bia wa ye ne property. Awarija ya ba ma no timi nkoka se oye meyere no oye property nti ukwa koji bi. Saa na bema no so call bank kwaji loan no wode ye ne property a awarija ye ba oba no so ntumi konkoji bi nemom se bema ne ka se Abena say ya hand dan ache me pese anka by 2 years time ye tu koya ifiem nti makoto asase bi ya na de ya ne tesi kwa se o mehu asase bi nti mi sika ye taku fasempo abeso so ne mfa nkonkoto so band the sika be so no mokokota asase na a property a mumienu na waye
okay
no matter the amount of the so
say a property near 10,000 now the 9,009 ba now the 100 cities also cry
or contribute
to the property
or contribute into about property sharing num and you say whether the contribution was substantial into your contribution towards the acquisition of the property. Say whether it was a substantial contribution. Say yes, substantial cry. Let's be fan say you see a charma moi. E be a out dodo na binya dodo. Na utia kakra unso nya kakra. Sanity.
Okay, the BKB show. In fact, say and you know, yeah, discussions now. We'll very soon be going for the phoning segment, any PBR, Saturday with your calls, no. But we understand, say there's been a glitch, technically. The stream will go off and come back immediately. Remember back, Saturday with your calls, no. And Besamo, yeah, can ya, baby, I will be an audio. Get close to your phone. Now, number in 0550 879292. 0550 879292. Now, save the number no. Only WhatsApp calls and IFA. Inti baso. Gabi, what's sending message? Ebusa say you have done the customary marriage. So how can you get a certificate for your documentation to join your partner abroad? In fact, your customer you can still have a marriage certificate. Inti no. Baso. Ninyina no. Baso se just 1 minute. Yes, switching 1 minute. The stream will go off, then we'll come back again. So you can join us again in just a minute. We apologize for any because but in just a minute, we are coming back. The BKB show.